Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris, and this is Tennis Manager 25. We're moving up in the world at the moment. Everyone's got the same kind of reputation, but you look at the quality of team, and we're not in the bottom tier anymore. We're not quite at the top. Our scouting apparently is still pretty low. Training is one of the best. Medical is one of the best. Business is okay. So we're kind of okay everywhere apart from scouting, but that being said, our scouts have found Xiaoyo David Kong, and from our youth academy, we've got Nadia Kichinok. Our scouts also found Jack Palfy, or I kind of found Jack Palfy. Our scouts did find Margot Arnaud, and our top two stars are just dominant. So, well, maybe dominant's a stretch. Dominating more than I would expect and beating bigger name and ranked opponents than I would have thought this early on. So all in all, pretty good. We've got some money in the bank. We need to make a lot more money for the end of the season if we want to hit that goal. I don't really care. We've got 27 days for a restaurant. We've got 3 months for the physical therapy room. We've just started work on that. Felt that was a good one to do. A month for the indoor courts, 2 months for the grass courts. We're in April, so that puts us kind of where we want to be, depending on the exact days. Yeah, we'll kind of have to see on those, but I'm fairly happy with it. And yeah, everyone kind of looks good. We do have another elite player or two in our youth academy, so we'll take a look and see if they're worth taking on or not. Right now, I'm going to say probably not, just because we're full on the 6, and I don't really feel the need to add anyone. So, in the junior rankings, Nadia is 209th, pretty good spot for her. She's already filled all of her objectives. David is 170, pretty good. He still wants to get up a bit more, but he's on his way in a tournament or two away from doing that. They don't have their first game plan unlocked yet, but they've got everything at like a good level, which is nice. So I'm pretty happy with those two. Margot's still the girls' number 1, but she's actually moving up. She's 1136 in the world. We're looking to get top 50, top 750 with a semi-final in a rookie tournament, and she will be getting top 50 French women with her increase that we expect. We should qualify for the junior finals and maybe win. And we got to the final of the Aussie Open, didn't quite win it, but she'll have another 3 attempts this year because she will be mandatory as girls number 1 to really go into these. So we should see her win there and be okay. So pretty happy with that. Jack, currently sitting at 206. He wants to be top 150. He's already won a 75, so he's pretty good. He's 3 spots away from being top 5 UK, which that 50 rankings, 56 rankings up that he needs to get this goal would hit that. So I feel pretty solid about that. The mega rise this year is Hannah. I thought top 20 was a little ambitious, but we're already 24. We're looking like we can do something. You know, we're okay. We won the ATX Open, which was huge for us. We're almost qualified for the next gen finals, which he won last year, so we can win that again. Quarterfinal of a Grand Slam is the one then that it kind of depends on, but I think we'll be in pretty good shape. And Moise, back in his form spiral of doom, just down and down, not getting anything going. Absolutely terrible. But rank 15 in the world, he wants to get to the top 10. He's not far away. You know, he's qualified pretty much for the next gen finals. He should stay there. He's got a good chance at winning. He did win the Australian Open. Madness, I know, but he somehow did. So to get to a final of a 250 is kind of the last goal we need to really hit for him, and everything else will kind of line up on its own. But he's number 2 French player. He wants to be top 3. So all in all, I feel pretty good with where everybody is right now. So I can't complain. I think we got good staffing levels. We could get better staff, but we need a lot more money, and I think the facilities come first right now. But yeah, we're okay on staff. We're okay with the players we got. I don't know if we want to recruit more. I don't think so. And the 2 elite players in our youth academy, I just think we're going to have elite players every year. We can't take them all on. So right now, just running with Nadia and seeing how she does, I think is kind of the plan. But game plans for Nadia and David might be the way forward. Get their first game plan to green. Should help them out a little bit there. Okay. This game's got hotkeys that sometimes work and sometimes don't, I think, because one of my buttons to like mute my mic switches screens, and one button when I got to pause, when I got to cough or something, and I know it's going to be like multiple seconds of silence. Like I just pause the recording quickly, cough, blow my nose, whatever, take a drink, I'm back in. Sometimes they do switch, and like they go to this screen a lot. I think this is the end key, maybe. And then this is something as well. I'm not really sure what it is. But if you know any hotkeys or how to like set them up, because like there's nothing here for hotkeys, and I find it strange that we've got like hotkeys in that way. So okay, we're gonna go ahead. Moise loses, Jack loses. That's not great. Again, that form spiral from Moise is terrible. We really need to go. Ooh. Okay, so David's morale didn't really change much. A lot of heartbeats and some beaming. Wow, I almost said beeping. But like, they got knocked out really early, so I'm guessing that really improved their physical condition. That's nice. It is just really form. Like Moise and Margot are just suffering right now on poor form. Jack, Hannah, and Nadia are all average. David's actually in excellent form, which is kind of disappointing because he's the only one that's not playing. Okay. So Jack's going to try and qualify for the Paris Open, whereas Moise and Hannah, of course, have got their spots locked up by being so high up in the world. David, yeah, he's still under 10s for a lot of stuff, so he's just going to gain every single time. Nadia's going to be a bit more hit and miss sometimes, but that's pretty good. Jack's good there. It does look like our form is getting better. Now, I've been told in comments as well, this means that this -1 is where it was, and we've gained +1, so that should know, the forehand should now be a 0. And then when I look at the forehand, it's still -1, which means it hasn't maybe updated yet for that. But my other question is, like, why would this symbol be used to represent that as well? That's like a really strange choice for me. To me, this now equals this number. Or mathematically, it's is equal to or larger than this number, which is just not correct. So it's just like an arrow pointing. This has now become this, not improved by this. This has now become this. That's kind of how I read that. So if it is the case that these have just improved by 1 and not now are these things, then okay. But that, it doesn't make sense to me for that to have been the choice to show it, if that makes sense. So yeah, not great tournaments from the boys. That's fine. We've got almost 300 grand in the bank. And we're coming into a couple of tournaments here looking okay. Yeah, I'm mind blown. The morale has gone up, but the form has stayed the same. I'm I guess there was a lot of rest when they got knocked out the tournament. There was a lot of dead space, so they just got rest, right? Is rest that big for morale? They did need the care, so there wasn't a lot of care in. A lot of resting, maybe? Yeah, okay. Okay. So if morale is down, I can do that. But if morale and form is down, there's no point really in doing that. Because the moment you lose, which you're likely to because your form, the morale's just going to drop out the sky again anyway. So is it more... I do focus on physical condition a lot, which has worked. But does that also mean that we're losing too much morale? And so we're not happy going into games, not motivated enough, and then we lose, which just keeps us in poor form. I'm trying to find a reason why. I am trying to find a reason why. I am trying to find a reason why. Yeah, I'm trying to look at top 10. So, I mean, really, it's going to be a big tournament win that's going to put Moise up there. It's going to be one of these thousands. Um, See, the game's all buggy when it comes to this stage. I got to go back here and go to there. Watch the teams. Okay. So Alicia Parks should win, do win 6-4. 6-4. Oh, girls 200. We got knocked out really early. Doesn't help our case too much. 100% does not. Now, I'm always going to put out an American. 69th in the world. Nice match. 73rd in the world up next. Don't love our next meetings if we get through this. Moise 6-4, 6-4. Nice. Jack got knocked out of 100 in round of 16. Earlier exits than I'd want from them. Definitely earlier exits than I'd want. So, yeah, outside of the bracket, does look a little more dangerous in general. We've got a few more seeds left, but then again, the top seeds are all on this side of the bracket. So we got a chance of making a run. Laura Sampson is a very difficult opponent. And we do come undone, unfortunately. Again, we could have done with moving forward there. But if there's anybody I want to really win right now, it's Moise. He'll be up in the top 10, which will be where he wants to be. And it could just completely reverse that form issue. And getting Margot a good win somewhere would be really big as well for her form. So should be a win. 3 matches. We've beaten him before. He's beaten us once. 6-4, 6-3. Moise slowly, though, starting to perform. Margot gets knocked out in the quarterfinal again. It's not a bad performance, but I don't think it's enough to reverse her morale. Now we're up against Theo. Now I could see us maybe losing because of form. Now we're playing someone that's a lot closer to us, is ranked, fellow countryman, has played quite well. Just got to have your fingers crossed on this one and hope, really. But Moise for the boys. Loses 6-7 in a tiebreaker first set. 6-4, 6-3, though. Very, very consistent. Gets the games done. And does beat Theo Papamalamis. Really? I okay. For some reason, my brain, that P is an R. I don't know why that. I don't know why my brain did that, but okay. Papa, not para. Okay, still a very good victory, really. Um, and then a big, big test. Holger Rune with Casper Ruud, who's not seeded but is a very good player, and a wild card American who's just knocked out Carlos Alcaraz. Like, yeah, this could be huge. This could be huge. Can Moise continue this lovely run and knock out Holger 6-3 after a tiebreak? And he can indeed. His serve is much better. You can see he had the mediocre form coming into this, but it doesn't seem to really have mattered. And we do go up against the wild card who knocks out Casper Ruud. This could be huge for this wild card contender, just inside the top 100. If they could knock off Kwame, this could be a catapult up the table. And I tell you what, I've kind of got to see where this guy's come from. It should be here somewhere, right? Yeah, Kalen Bigan beat 61st rated Kazo. Then he beats number 8 seed Alexander Zverev. Then he beats 31 ranked Debru. Then he beats Hugo, the number 16. Then, of course, he knocks off number 3 Alcaraz. Then he knocks out Casper Ruud, who's been held very high up, to be fair. Career ranking of 2. Currently a little bit down the rankings for sure. Kalen Bigan has been up to 21. He's just inside the 100. This could catapult him back up, maybe even start him pushing towards that top 20 spot as well. Very interesting. Wildcard here in Rome. Moise has beaten him once before. Should win again. Can we get the job done, please? Out of the form spiral. Well, we don't know, but we were winning 4-3. We were going in great shape. We do win. Unfortunately for him, he forfeits with shoulder tendonitis. Oh, what a run he made to the final. Not the way I wanted to win, but you know what? It is a win. And now I just gotta pray that form is gonna be really back up where it should be and not dip again. Because we can have a big season, especially with the next few tournaments coming up for Moise. Grand Slams, chance to maybe win another one this season. So, yeah, Moise has never been highly ranked. He's number 15 in the world right now. I think he was number 13 last year. Oh, not last year, sorry. Like, in the last season. In the clay season. He's won the Aussie Open. I don't really know what there is. And again, a little glitch here. Look, it says Hannah, not Moise, so okay. Yeah, if they continue to work hard, they can go even higher. They can go even higher. Legitimacy, he's an inspiration. He's won an Aussie Open. Of course, he's an inspiration. The Flying's the only major title not on his list right now. It's all about details. It's all about details. And we praise Mike Borg. Clear that. Okay, let me see. Really, that only took us up to average? That only took us up to average? Are you kidding me? Okay, so be it. Hannah falls down a bit, but Moise is up inside the top 10. And more to the point, that should make him the #1 French player, just ahead of Arthur, who does jump 2 spots himself with a good performance. We're now ahead of people like Alexander Zverev, which is pretty spectacular. Pretty spectacular. So your top 5 right now, Taylor Fritz is world #1, Yannick Sinner, #2, Carlos Alcaraz, #3, Holger Rune is 4th, João Fonseca is 5th, Jack Draper just outside the top 5, #6 in the world. Then Moise Kouame and Arthur Fields, the fellow Frenchman, Alexander Zverev, Alex de Minaur, Frederick Sinner, just outside the top 10. Only player over 3,000 points. We are 28th. How many points away? We're 1734. So yeah, we're not that far away. 300 to 400 points will get us, like 350 will get us up into the top 20. So we're aiming for like 400. Not bad. The top ranked Brit is Emma Raducanu, #13 in the world. And Swiatek so far clear at this point. So far clear. It's kind of nuts. One thing I do want to look at, Yana is #64 in the world, 19. Yeah, I think she's good, but I don't think she'll ever be great. Oh. And Michael Antonius. I don't know why it was Antonios for some reason. Yeah, again, good. Maybe not great superstar. He's 127 in the world. Like, that's super interesting to me. So 193. 374. This is kind of just double points. So another, like, a 200-point victory would take Jack up to this level, which is kind of nuts. Yeah, he definitely needs to work on his serve, I think. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that. We look okay. Boys 60, girls 300. David serve power. Nice forehand for Nadia. Everyone else just gains little bits. Nope. Moise won the tournament, so his killer instinct goes up by 2. His composure and fighting spirit go up by 1. That's kind of huge. It's kind of huge. So both him and Hannah have won a 1,000-point tournament this year. Moise has got the added boost of winning a Grand Slam. But we'll be #1 seeded for this, 125. Did not mean to go in here. And I can't get out when I'm in, can I? Okay, so motivations. Okay. Thought that might be an interesting way to look at it, but apparently not. Nice little arena. We're in Paris. Let's motivate Okay, her relaxation went down. This is kind of a quick way through it. Sometimes 3 games to 1, 4 games to 1, 5 games to 1. First set, nice. So she is struggling on a return. Okay. Let's go to talk then. Yeah, she's in a really, really good shape. Really good place. It'd be a shame to lose this now. Let's get it in a good spot. 2 games love, 3 love, 4 love, 5 love. She did exactly what I asked for her. Exactly what I asked for. 6 to 6 love. Well done. High motivation. So, yeah, her confidence is really, really dangerous, maybe. Let's see. Top 10 very best of the world's elite players must be over the moon. Did he celebrate properly? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We all celebrated. His talent is indisputable, indispensable. What are the qualities? He's a workaholic. He's worked really hard. Reaching the finals. It's an additional source of motivation. Yeah. And success for me. Um, yeah. Bonds with the players, which isn't always the right thing. But okay, Moise like that, which is good because I think we were only at a 4 with him. We might now be up to a 5 or a 4.5 with him. I don't mind that. So Hannah, again, should win fairly comfortably. We've beaten Luna before. Give up a middle set 1-6 is rough. Yeah, 6-4, 6-2. Took 20k out. Okay, that's fine. Nadia round to 16 isn't too bad. Could still help the rankings a little bit there. And master the secondary game plan. They haven't mastered their primary game plan. Never mind their secondary. What are you on about? Like, neither one of them. All court and offensive baseline play. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that works. Main, secondary, secondary. We kind of got to wait and see with him. Quarterfinal, okay. Number 5 seed. No, as soon as we meet the seeds, things can get a little more tricky. We're kind of 50-50, but an easy match. Okay. I back that 7-5-6-2 through the quarter. And David into a quarter as well. We love to see that. Jovic is good, but we've beaten her and just overconfidence, I would say, probably there. So yeah, didn't qualify for Strasbourg. Hannah gets to the semifinals at 125. David gets to a 125. That's not amazing. It's not amazing. But we can do some game plans, which would be nice. I don't know why Hannah's working on game plans, but that's fine. Okay, grass period then. Starts in 4 weeks. Yeah, I mean, sure. Sure. Stamina for Jack. That's nice. Margot gets all three then. Backhand, footwork, and agility. Kwame's kind of getting close to a little bit more underspin. That might be quite nice. Yeah, form-wise, he's average. Hannah's down to weak. Mediocre. We're coming onto grass, which we don't love. Have been sneaking in some training for, like, surface, but yeah, it's not exactly kind of what you need sometimes, considering everything else. So Paris Junior Open for Maxime, wow, Margot. That's right. I keep expecting Jack to be put into the Junior Grand Slams, but he's not, is he? Okay, a little 500 then. Moise, number 3 seed, gets through. Don't talk to me. Talk to your coach. There we go. There's your rest. How about that? So, sweet. Yeah. Got a chance to get through here against Zizou. 6-3, 6-3. Puts us in solid position now. The really tough match is going to come in the semi, and I don't want to look at potential finalists just yet. Let's get our way there first. Millie, 6-3, 6-1. Really nice from Moise. Jack gets through the first round qualifier. Please, please, please get through that qualifier. I'd love to see Jack in that Grand Slam. We're going up against Palomero. Okay, he's number 21 in the world. We're third. We're seventh with a third seed, though. And it looks like we could be up against either Henry Searle, who's got a bit lucky to get here, but still pretty good for him, or Martin Landaluce, potential finalist. But we got to get through. Palomero beat us in the final of the Aussie Open last year. We beat him in the semi-final on the way to winning the tournament this year. And we win again, 6-3 in that second set to close out strong. And Jack gets knocked out in the second qualifier. I'm disappointed. I'm not disappointed in Jack. I'm disappointed in not getting there. And Henry Searle is through somehow. Number 64 in the world. Highest rank was 37. Yeah, there's definitely some good British players about right now, isn't there? There's definitely some good players in the British game. Moise should win. He's a better player. He's a higher rank. He's in good form. He's not in good form, but he's in okay form. Good condition. Good morale. And he does win 6-2 in that second set. Moise, back-to-back tournament wins. That should really now see his form jump up. It might not, but it should see that form really jump up. I'm hoping and I'm praying. Big victory. Margot, return, speed, and balance all going up. That's going to help her out. Jack's backhand gets a bit more consistent. Nadia just gains everything because they're under 10s. So we're in for a 250, which is nice. That's where we want to be in the quarterfinal of for her goal. 500 for Moise could be another win and just start throwing up into the in towards the top 5. We could see Moise play Jack if Jack qualifies. Really interesting. Oh, he is in the top 5. Never mind then. He is in the top 5 in the world. I mean, I guess you've got to kind of accept this and kind of understand this. Oh my God, he's the best form player we've had. 2 weeks ago, he was the worst. All of a sudden, he's the best. He just won 1,000 and a 500. Wow. Yeah. After winning the Australian Open and getting to the final last year, we know that's his surface. But like, yeah, it's pretty big. A pretty big achievement. Kind of unexpected. But oh, the Paris Open. I mean, just he's he's going to be tired. Everyone's probably going to be tired and probably not going to be in a good place here. So we are the number 7 seed. I don't hate our side of the draw, really. We do have Fonseca, Alcaraz, Draper, and Yannick Sinner down there, which would be okay. We got Zverev, Rune. Arthur's forfeited due to injury, and Taylor Fritz. So I don't think it's an amazing play. He's number 1 at the moment for sure and deserves it, but I do feel like our side of the bracket's a little maybe easier. And we're in good form, just won back to back. Can we do this again? Millie, round 2. 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. Got a little more difficult through each round, but 89% first service points won. 85 on the second serve. I'm pretty happy that the restaurant is there. It's going to make us a little bit more money. Just a little. Okay. We're going to be on the bottom side of the bracket again, aren't we? So, yeah. Okay. I mean, anytime you can avoid Swiatek, Samson is there, who's beaten us recently, Andreeva as well. Yeah, not too bad. Coco's on the bottom side. Emma, just because of British, that could be an issue. Zheng's number 4 in the world. I don't think we've ever played her. Elena, we've beaten a bunch. Sabalenka, we've beaten a bunch. I think. We've at least beaten her once. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Should be an opening win then. Havlishkova. And 6-2 second set after a tiebreaker. I just saw the words visualize. That's easy for you to say. Visualize. Well, visualization. If I stop thinking about it and just say it, it's fine. Visualization. I'm breathing. And I caught myself and started breathing properly again. There is something about this where I do feel the stakes. I really do. Bellucci should be a win. 7-5, but then 6-3, 6-1. Moise getting through the early rounds with a plum. Don't ask me where he got a plum from, but he did. Potapova, okay. I think we should win. We've lost the only time we've played there. It should be a balanced match, it says, but get absolutely bodied by Potapova, who I don't think's a better player than her. Yeah, she's bad all round. I'm going to attack her this time because I've been nice and it's just not really working out for her. I'm answering the way I would in real life and having, I'd have different conversations in private. Whereas, like, you can't do that here. I would definitely be tougher on it in private than I would in public. So, yeah, loss was well deserved. She'll be back at it, start up a training right away. She's not going to like that, but I don't care. I do feel that was a chance to probably get, like, decently far, quarterfinal maybe, in another Grand Slam. And we're so far away from it, it's kind of really annoying. Yeah, I think that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So we have got a sight set on this side of the bracket. So we're up against a seed now, number 18. Could be slightly dangerous. But I mean, yeah. Don't know what's going to happen, but a lot of top seeds are out. Fritz is out. Parakar's just been knocked out. Shelton's been knocked out. So there's a chance now. Kachanov, we've just beaten recently, so I'm not worried. Steffi, he still looks good. I thought he was a little older than that, but he still looks good. He could maybe be a little threat. But if we get through this, our next round is, a couple of top 50 players from America. So I don't think our matchup changes too much either way, no matter who gets through. Henry Searle's back again, Kazo. But Demina, sure. Bays, okay. Alcaraz is a danger. Jack Draper and Palomero, both dangers. Palomero probably more than Jack to me. And Yannick down the bottom, but he might get knocked out by his countryman. So, kind of a weird draw, but again, one I think definitely favors us. I think we take this match, then we look at it again and see who actually got through. 6-4, 6-2, 6-4. No more screens for Hannah. Yada, yada, yada. Everything looks pretty good. 800k in the bank. We could spend it. I think, again, I'm going to wait to get up to like 1.2, 1.3. And then probably go for one of the surfaces for next year. Indoor courts is up. That's huge. That is huge. I love that. Grass courts is kind of coming up soon, though. Okay, so on this side of the bracket, all the seeds pretty much went through that could have. Jack was knocked out by Palomero, but I think Palomero is a better player. He's just lower in the standings right now. But yeah, he's a danger. Alcaraz is a danger. Cena's a danger. And the good thing is, 3 of the biggest threats, I think, and 3 of the best in the world are all on this side of the bracket. We'd only end up facing one of them, no matter what. And then you look at our side of the bracket, Jordan Lee is beaten the number 1 in the world, so, like, gotta be respected, right? But I'm not really worried about Karen or Steph. Casper could be a bit of a battle. We've recently beaten him. We've recently beaten Karen. I forgot this was Paris as well. This is his home. This is his home Grand Slam too. There's a chance. I don't want to overanalyze everything, but like there is a chance. Tommy Paul takes a set 6-1, but 6-3, 7-5, 6-4. We do get ourselves through into those quarterfinals then. There we go. Everybody's in good form. Margot's weak, but at least it's not mediocre. Hannah's up to average. Morale is okay. Physical condition still is pretty high. So not messing with training too much, just a little bit of game plan and like surface planning. And the game's kind of handling that quite well. I think training is okay because we're seeing decent increases. So 500 for Hannah, a 250 for Kwame, and Jack will go into a 125. I think that's a pretty good level. I'd like to see him actually more 75s, but I've got to say the auto booking at this point hasn't actually been too bad. We're week 23, about halfway through the season, really. And we've got 13 tournaments on Hannah. We've only got 11 on Moise. Okay. Yeah, we kind of... we need Hannah to do something in Grand Slams, really. But sure. Moise is pretty much paid out now. It's just tournaments, which is... That's where all our money's kind of coming from at the moment as well. Are these bonuses. It's 12 for Margot. 11 for Jack. So 11 for Jack and Moise. 12 for Margot. 13 for Hannah. We got 12 for Nadia. And Xiaoyu David Kong has only had 7. But if I'm going to lose out like 100 to 120k on those, I don't care. I don't want to lose the million here. Yeah, if I lose that out, I don't mind. So really, it's just my top 3 players that I really need to see come through. Yeah, wow, Jack is more important to get 20 than Moise if I got to pick one, which is nuts. That's like almost a million, and this is like 700 grand, and this is 800 grand. Yeah. Okay. So it is going to be Casper. Jordan Lee knocks off Karen, which, oh, you got to admire that. He's knocked out the world number 1, and then he's just been the underdog in every single round, knocked absolutely everybody out to get to a semi-final. Jordan Lee, absolutely phenomenal from you, to be fair. So we got Casper. Tough battle for sure, but one we can win and should maybe win. I expect the other one to go... Oh my god, Jacob. Jacob took out Sinner. Okay, then it's going to be Palomero and Alcaraz, likely. With probably Alcaraz, but it's very even, so I don't mind either one. We've got to take out Casper, then we've got to overcome the juggernaut Jordan Lee. We've only ever played once. We did lose to Casper. Okay. 4-6 Casper in the first. 6-3 Moise second. 6-4 Moise third. 4-6 Casper to tie it up in the fourth. 6-4 Moise to claim the match. Both had 2 sets at 6-4 wins and a 6-3 for Moise. Took us a distance. We're really suffering on break points lately. I've noticed across the board our break points were not quite where we want to be. But it is a win. 16s for those. David gets knocked out. Not too bad again, though, to be fair. That's not too bad. So, Jordan Lee and Jacobs on a tear. He is taking out Palomero after Sinner as well. Okay, we should beat Jordan. We've never played. We are better. Like, we We just should. We just should win. His weakness is volley and serve power. We're going for serve and volley play. Like, oh my god! I was gonna say don't do it to me. I thought they had 6-7 lose the first, 7-6 take the second. Everything even in games and in sets. Lose 6-3, win 6-3. Everything even in games and sets. Decider 6-4. Moise takes out the Juggernaut. And that's going to set up a final against Alcaraz. Oh, yeah, I think I might go for Jakub. A semi-finalist in a 300. That should get her form up a little bit more. Maybe be enough to move her towards that top 1,000. We need to get her moving. I think the 750. It's going to be Alcaraz. I thought maybe Jakub had his story, but the storylines end in the semis. I know it's France versus Spain in Paris. Moise Kwame against Carlos Alcaraz, who is at his peak. We have scouted him, so we actually know his stats, and we don't have to guess. I wonder if this... Oh, it is going to work. Okay, let me... Beautiful, my little screenshotter. Working lovely there. Direct comparison. This is our final. Alcaraz on the right, Moise on the left. So it looks like we got better net play. Our consistency is not as good. Our aggressiveness is a touch lower. Yeah. Backhand's about the same. Much worse forehand. We're so close, we're not quite there. So his killer instinct, fighting spirit are higher. Composure's a little higher. So that's fine. So he's like +2 for all of these. And +3. So what's that? 7 points advantage. We gain 3 back. We equalize, and then we're +4. So across mental, even though we're not as high in these 3, we're so much better here that we're actually like half a point better across the board in terms of our mental stats. 3 down on speed, 1 back on footwork. Back to him, a point on balance. And then equal, and up. So he's 4 points. So again, what we gained on mental, we do lose on physical. But both roughly the same size. We're just an extra inch taller, basically. Our serve is very similar. He is just 1 point better than us across the board there. His forehand is much better. Everything else is kind of even, but just slight advantage to him. So serve and forehand, slight advantage to him. Or decent advantage to him. Slight advantage here. Big advantage on the drop shots, especially. And the control. So, yeah. What separates us from one of the top 2 to 3 players in the world for me is kind of technical. Yeah, we're a little behind physically, but we're 6 years younger. I think 6, maybe more, but 6 years younger, I'm going to say. We're not far behind physically. We're better mentally. And if we win more tournaments, the difference that he's got over us in composure, killer instinct, and fighting spirit is going to disappear. But it's really technically that we're slowly now starting to see a big difference. And he's a much better doubles player than us as well. But I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, all these sort of form bonuses we have that I don't know if they do have. But if they don't, like mental, we're so far ahead. Physically, we're even or slightly ahead. And then technically, we're probably still just behind. So that's kind of how I would look at it. But yeah, 6 years younger. He just doesn't have a weakness at all. Okay, so it's counter and underspin, two of our worst parts of our game. So he's an all-court player. Yeah, I don't mind serving volley. I know it serves us well. Offensive baseline play, or even an attacking play. Yeah. Counter and spin. Okay, well, we've beaten him on our way to the Aussie Open this year. He beat us in a quarterfinal last year. Chance to make history. On home court, Moise Kwame, can he win his second Grand Slam of the season? Is this going to be just the stuff of dreams? I don't know. I think this is going to be kind of a coin flip. Oh, 6-2, 6-2, 6-4. Moise just stands on business. Giving big effort for the crowd. Just champion energy. I can't believe it. Australian Open winner. French Open winner here in Paris on home court. Defeated Alcaraz. Taking the title. Really, that second serve from Alcaraz wasn't it. Moise had all the answers. The first serve was phenomenal, and he countered the second serve. And just like that, just like that, he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. Oh my god. Kichinok gains a couple of things that are under 10s. Jack gets anticipation up to 16. That's nice. A little bit of work done there for Kwame. Oh, Hannah, balance and agility both jump up. Love that. Kwame wins. But, like, how, why, I don't know. We stay number one. We don't earn as many points with Margot. Just pretty good from her. Kichinok drops a little. It's not too bad. I think we need to stay in top 250, so we need to see more from her. But, yeah, kind of a bad month for the juniors. And just, yeah, we're still right there. We're still right there. But a big leap up. We're just outside that top 150 we want to be. Pretty decent. Not a huge win rate. But on the juniors, things are okay. Then Margot, 11 spaces up. That's not bad, considering she played one game and lost. Probably a qualifier. I'm not entirely sure, but if I had to guess, a qualifier there. Jack moves back outside the top 200. Hasn't had much luck. Hasn't really done a ton. Still not a bad win rate. It's just he's in more difficult tournaments to win at this point. Hannah drops down to 23, but is right where she needs to be. Very happy to see her playing a little better. But again, a tournament win or a good run in a Grand Slam, I think, is going to be key for her. And she's just not quite there right now. She's just not quite there right now. And that leaves us for Kwame. He was 5th in the world. It might not have updated. Got him as 5th. 10 points jumped. 21.05 last period. So that's 105 and the Australian Open. And this period, is 35.98, which means it's 98 because he won a 500, he won 1,000 point. This is worth 2,000. So he's won basically 105 points and won the Australian Open last period. He won 98 just general points and won a 500, 1,000, and the Paris Open. Like, that is huge. That is huge. Are you kidding me? And we're now up to 1.5 million in the bank. If we can count on like Grand Slam finals, we're going to earn enough money. That's just huge. 83.3% from 7 tournaments. Like, are you just kidding me? Number 5 in the world, 23 in the world, 209th, 1,118th. Oh my God. Like, yeah, he went to win the Aussie Open, then went into a morale spiral. Then a couple of weeks before Paris, he started getting himself out of the form hole. Wins Paris. Are we now going to go into a morale hole before Wimbledon? Is this just the peaks and valleys where he's terrible all year, except when it comes to either slight build-up to or the Grand Slam events itself? Because I'm on board. Let's take all 4 Grand Slams and just, like, get battered around the rest of the year. Why not? Oh, that's mad. That's madness. That's madness. Yeah, 3 spots. I don't know when we get no progress from being 3 spots away. I think, like, even a little bit should be there, right? So otherwise, we're going to go from 0 to 100 when we just hit 20. Everything else is a progress bar. This is just an on-off. You know, if statement. Yeah. Quarterfinal and Grand Slam. Like, let's go, Hannah. Let's do that. Oh, she'd be so close for everything. He's hit everything. He's hit absolutely everything. Best French player, 5th in the world. Won the Aussie Open, won the Paris Open, won Hamburg's European Open as a 1,000-point tournament, and he's won a 500 as well. He should easily be in the next gen finals and should win that if things keep going the way they are. Margot should be fine on the girls. We just need to see, can she win in Paris? Junior Open, maybe not with that form, but we can hope. And then there's a lot of Pro Tour stuff that's probably not going to go our way. This has been good, Jack, but like we need to win some tournaments and keep moving. Nadia's falling backwards, but still inside the top 250, and David is at the door, the 150. So, yeah. Right, own up in the comment section down below. Who had on their bingo cards Moise Kwame to win the Australian Open and the Paris Open? Who had it on their bingo cards? Who had it on their bingo cards? Come on. And not only that, like I say, we kind of struggled. The first year, qualified for Wimbledon, great. Couldn't get out of qualifiers for these. Qualified for the Paris Open, didn't get anything done. Round of 64s, showing a little something. And then terrible for the rest of the year, but winning the Aussie Open. This year, Aussie Open, French Open, Wimbledon up next. New York to end it on a high. Like, I mean, world number 1, 4 Grand Slams. Like, are we? Anybody predict this? Anybody kind of betting against it? That's just nuts. I'm sorry, that's nuts. Also, where's Draper gone? He's just fallen all the way down to 22. Okay. Yeah, that's I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think. Comment section down below. What the hell is going on? Um. Oh, at least we got game plans on David. That's good. Yeah, I really want Margot to win this. This is the 250. Does Hannah want the 250? Or was it 500? I think it was 250. Oh, she's already. Of course, she's won the 1,000. Okay. I don't know why I had her as needing that one still. Okay. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, comment section down below. Let me know what you think. And just what the hell is happening with Moise? I don't know. Wimbledon's like, what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks away? If he keeps this form, does he have a shot? This is worst surface by far. All the others are really high. And that's just, like, terrible. We've got 22 days for the grass courts are done. That's not going to be enough, right? Um, Planning. That's what I was looking at. So for Paris, so going into this week, so that'll be basically 3 weeks. So we need to discount 3 weeks. So week 23, week 24, week 25, week 26. Yeah. Okay. Don't tell me you're not on Wimbledon. That's week 27. So I timed it almost perfectly then. I guess we'll have a full grass court bonus for Wimbledon. We already have the top indoor courts. And then I think the next thing I really want to pull the trigger on possibly is going to be the hard courts. Because I think we're going to get enough money elsewhere. And then reduce the medical issues down even further, get a recovery up just in case. Because I was thinking of maybe this, but like that does nothing for us. This just does money. These just do money. At least now we're pretty close to being like as good as we can medically. We'll be as good as we can on surface the next time we increase on the clay courts. But I mean, our clay is our strongest surface. And Moise is really enjoying Australia for sure. And then we're just getting some more staff slots we don't really need right now. We're almost maxed out. We're really good on staff right now. I feel pretty dang good about it. If we go to next week and see if the rankings update, Moise moves up to 4. Hannah's 25th. Everybody kind of moves down. Margot, not in great form. Everyone else looks pretty good, though. Pretty good. Yeah, week 27. Moise. Margot's going to try to get a qualifier. Okay. Well, that should be interesting. That'll be the next one then. Next video, Wimbledon. So predictions, please like and subscribe if you already haven't. Road to 1,000 is well underway. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So check out the other playlists, check out the memberships that we have available. All the best to you. I wish you all the luck in the world. And just explain to me what's going on with this kid. That gets bad. He can't hit a drop shot or underspin to save his life, but he can win 2 Grand Slam events. So go find you one of these.